KGMB9, one of the good things about Hawaii.
For Diagnosis Murder, the address is CBS.
Just who do you think you are? I ordered a CT scan with contrast from Miss Geyer, and I find out you altered my order.
Oh, yeah, you know that one was very, very allergic to the contrast solution. You couldn't know that. It wasn't on her chart. It wasn't in the medical history that she gave you. I gave her angioplasty, and I found...
You rewrote my order without informing me.
Well, I was meaning to inform you. Were very...
Well, yeah, well, your meaning to almost cost that woman her life. The technician called, questioning the switch. I didn't know anything about it. Almost told him to switch it back. Miss Geyer could have gone into anaphylactic shock.
You're overreacting here. I found out there was a problem, and I did what any doctor would do.
No, you did what you always do. You stuck your nose into somebody else's business. You took over. You usurped.
You know, this isn't about your patient at all, is it? This is about Denise Maynard and that phony marriage that she conned my son into, isn't it?
No, it was your son's idea, and I'm waiting for you to take responsibility for your actions.
My actions?
Yes. How long is it going to take before you learn your lesson? Butt out before you ruin somebody else's life.
What's this one? It's the mommy! Say hi, mommy. Your little girl is so smart. I mean, look at this. She puts all these rings on there. She puts them in order of size. It's incredible.
You're just a little genius, aren't you?
We had such a nice day today. We went to the playground and we played in the swings for a little while. Not too long because it's still cold out, but I brought her back here and we had a nice lunch, which she ate all of, didn't you?
All right, sweetie, well, you just stay right there. Mommy will be there in 1 second.
Do you want me to go in the other room for a little bit?
No, no. It's okay.
Because I mean, I know this is awkward and the apartment's really small. And since I got to be around, convince the courts that this is a real marriage, I thought maybe we'd do something about the living arrangements in here. Maybe we could get some screens and make a separate area. What do you think?
Yeah, that'll work.
And this doesn't have to be just an inconvenience. I can be of help to you. I can take Hope on some of her doctor's visits when you're at work, and maybe you want to go back to school. You could do that. I could babysit for you at night. And I could be even very handy around here. I saw that switch near the sink isn't catching right, so I replaced it, and I put runners and stops on the doors so that they... Am I saying something wrong?
Ben was supposed to do that. Ben was supposed to do everything.
Did you read this article in Weekend Bungee Jumping? You ought to try this with Pal. Get you out of the house a little bit more. Hey, you are now free to move about the country. You can take
I'm aware of that.
Buckle up. Be a little bit more
Stop lathering. Stop lathering. Don't talk to me. This is not a pleasure joint.
Oh, come on. This is going to be kind of an adventure. I mean, we're going to go chase down your bratty grandson in the crazy East Village.
He's a rotten kid.
That would have been the same thing I would have done when I was 18, except I'd have been the street kid and trying to replace your grandson, and I'd have done a much better job than that slob did. But if I know I'd have fooled you, figured out some way to work in Vicky.
You've got to brace yourself for something. Collecting her things is not going to be easy, my friend.
I know. I should have done it a while ago. I keep asking myself, I mean, I'm going to feel closer to her. I mean, New York, last street she walked, the last sight she saw. Glad I'm not doing it by myself.
You know, it's very funny, this stunt that the kid has pulled. I mean, I'm partly to blame.
Oh, how's that?
It's because he's sly wit, you know. He inherits that from my side of the family.
You know, I heard that. I heard that the Barnum and Bailey School for Clowns is looking to clone your DNA.
It's just too bad that he didn't inherit my impeccable courtesy.
Your impeccable what?
All right, my common courtesy, because I'm filled with that. I have it in abundance, and this kid obviously doesn't have it, or he never would have pulled the stint. And let me tell you something. When I get my hands on him, I got a lot to teach him.
Oh, I hope he can learn. Now, listen. New York is a big city, And since you don't want to bring the police in on this, how do you think we're going to find him?
The imposter said that he's exchanged clothes with him in Tompkins Square Park. We just go to the East Village and we nose around. Somebody is bound to have seen him.
Yeah. No one will ever love you the way I do.
What do you want from me?
I want... wasn't over. I knew we still had a shot left. Don't do that, Abigail. Don't pretend it's over when it's not.
No, I'm not pretending. I do still care about you. I never said that I didn't, but that gives you no right to follow me.
If you still care, then we still have a chance.
No more chances. That's the saddest part. You're probably the only one perfect love of my life, and I can never be with you again.
Burger King introduces a new twist on the Whopper, the Bacon Cheddar Whopper. Crispy bacon and melted cheddar cheese with a great flame-broiled taste of a Whopper.
Gentlemen, we have re-entry in T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7.
The Bacon Cheddar Whopper, available on Earth for a limited time only, so grab one today.
Living heartburn-free with Pepsid AC.
We all know what gives us heartburn.
French fries, hamburgers.
Pizza. Ice cream. The food you love. Yes. But when it comes to relief, what do?
I usually take one of these, and by the end of the day, the roll is gone.
That's because antacids neutralize stomach acid, but only temporarily. The potential result, heartburn return.
You take an antacid, and the next thing you know, your heartburn is back.
Pepsid AC is different. It works with your body to control acid right at the source. Unlike antacids, Pepsid AC can prevent heartburn return.
You take Pepsid before, right?
Actually, you can take Pepsid AC before, during, or after heartburn hits.
Can't say that for my antacid.
Now there's a better choice for effective heartburn relief.
We combine power and intelligence and created a way to clean your pipes like they've never been cleaned before. New Liquid Plumber Foaming Pipe Snake Clog Remover.
If you're one of the 36 million people who wear dentures, this is big. Polident Overnight with PolyShield cleans tough stains overnight, then forms an invisible barrier to keep you feeling fresh all day.
Smile, you got Frenches. Smile, you got Frenches. Smile, you got fun. Smile, you got fun.
Nothing spreads more smiles than French's Classic Yellow, Hearty Deli, Mild Dijon, and our latest Honey Mustard.
Smile, you've got Frenches.
I've ruined nothing. Denise Maynard is perfectly capable of doing that on her own.
You have gotten away with dogging
and
and
if you think that I want my son in a marriage like with that, you're sadly mistaken. You got a lot of nerve coming in here pointing your finger at me. If you can't hold on to your fiancé, whose fault is that? I said if you can't hold on to your...
Stop it. Stand back here now and calm down, both of you. This is a very difficult situation for everybody.
You know, I'm sorry, Kim, but I've had my limit. You stay away from my patients. And if you know what's good for you, stay away from me.
So what have we got here? The I told you so lecture?
Oh, relax. I'm fresh out of lectures.
You're not going to pick up where you left off at the courthouse yesterday, telling me how it's all my fault that Andy got into this mess?
John.
That I'm the one that got him hooked up with Denise. Isn't that what you're thinking?
Actually, what I'm thinking is that the one thing in the world that I'm absolutely sure of is that you love Andy. that seeing him and this loveless marriage is as painful for you as it is for me.
She fell asleep listening to Blues for Babies. She had sort of a Bessie Smith pose. Oh, there's a smile.
Hey, I'm sorry about before, Andy. It's been really hectic at work today, and the phones have been ringing off the hook, you know, and
You don't have to pretend with me. I know that you had a hard day at work, but it's not that that's bothering you. It's losing Ben. We started out this marriage as friends, remember?
Yeah. And partners.
And I know that it's a tough situation, us having to get married so you could keep custody of Hope. But we got one thing going for us, aside from the little angel in the other room. And that is fate has thrown us together when we needed a friend most. We've been there for each other, Denise. We have. And I want that to continue. So if you want to scream and cry about Ben, you want to rough up the furniture, go ahead. Go ahead, I'll be there for you.
I keep thinking about the way Ben looked when we told him that we got married. It's like I ripped his heart out.
Well, he loves you, and I'm sure that that was like a freight train hitting him. And it didn't make it any better that I was here when he found out.
He came over here to marry me, Andy. And what did I do? I had to tell him, thanks, Ben, but Andy and I, we got married this afternoon. But thanks anyway, you know. Thanks for getting the church ready and for having the Reverend waiting for us and for offering me everything in the world that I have always wanted.
Well, Ben's a reasonable guy. He's had some time to cool off. Let things sink in. Why don't you go to him? Remind him that this is a marriage in name only. And as long as we satisfy the courts and the social worker, then that's fine if you want to discreetly see him.
Yeah, well, I barely had a chance to explain to Ben last night and let alone tell him how sorry I was. So, you know what, maybe you're right. Maybe he'll hear me out now that he's had a little distance on this.
I think he will.
I mean, he can't hold this against me forever, right? I mean, he loves me. Right, look, can you watch Hope for me for a while?
I'm a dad, that's my job.
Great, thanks. Well, Andy, you are a big help.
Anytime. Hey, good luck. I know you'll do it.
As much as I want to be with you, that's why I can't be with you.
That doesn't make any sense.
Well, it hasn't gone away. I still look at you and I see the things you did with my mother. It's like a horrible optical illusion. I try to push it away, and the closer it comes, you and Molly kissing, you and Molly touching it. I can't.
Look, if I could take that away, I would. You have no idea how much I regret that.
I do know, but it doesn't help. When you first told me about you and Molly, I wanted to hurt you as much as you had hurt me. But I don't want revenge anymore. Maybe what we had was too incredible to last. That first night when we met and I was Daisy and you were the most incredible and fascinating guy that I had ever met. What we thought was the beginning of the story was actually the end.
No. What I did, what I held back from you, I deserve to be punished, not you. And yet here you are, stuck in New York, away from your friends and your family. I should be the one. When you tell me you want me to go away, I hate that, Abigail. But I hear it. I'll leave Oakdale. I'll go, okay? You need to go back there. You have to go back.
Just because you're not gonna be there doesn't mean that makes everything okay. Everybody still knows, my family and my friends, strangers. I can't stand the way that they look at me. And Molly, she may never be all right.
Molly's accident was not your fault.
Yeah, we were arguing and I pushed her away. I can't go back there.
Everyone in Oakdale, there's so many people who care about you. And you're stuck in this city, grunging around New York, living in abandoned buildings?
It hasn't been all that bad. For a little while, I was able to get rid of those pictures. I forgot about you and Molly. And who knows, maybe if I stay, without everybody being around here, those little whiles, they make it longer and longer.
It's not safe. It's not safe.
And Oakdale was safe? Yeah, I've been robbed, and I've been hungry, and I've been homeless, but all that rolled together doesn't compare to what I went through back there. You know, there is one thing you can do for me.
Anything?
When you go back to Oakdale, you don't tell anyone where I am. You owe me that much. Promise?
I can't do that, Abigail. Because I'm not going back. As long as you're gonna stay in New York, so am I. I'm gonna do what I told you. I'm not leaving you alone. I'm gonna make sure you're okay, whether you like it or not.
Introducing the biggest, boldest player in the Colonel's Sandwich lineup.
My spicy triple crunch zinger.
Not one, not two, but 3 big strips of white meat chicken, plus the Colonel's spicy zinger sauce. Try one today for just $1.99.
Booyah!
What are those?
Lint brushes to prove which bathroom tissue leaves less lint.
Look how much lint Charmin leaves.
Ugh, I don't want that on me.
But Quilted Northern is made to leave less lint.
Lint? Who knew?
Quilted Northern for a quilted clean.
I'm concerned about my cholesterol. Got a bike. Cutting back on junk food. Fortunately, my wife Joy brought home a spread called Take Control. Studies suggest it helps lower bad cholesterol up to 10%. And it's delicious.
Take Control.
Have you noticed Miss Clark's bicuspids? Talk about white teeth. What about those incisors? Blinding.
Colgate whitening toothpaste with tartar control. For teeth so white, they'll get talked about.
You don't breed champion dogs to get rich. You do it for the love of the breed. Fortunately, what a dog needs to thrive doesn't cost much. Room to play, fresh air, caring, knowledgeable guidance, and pedigree. Pedigree, developed with vets, recommended by top breeders.
Comfort. It's the feeling your baby has when she's all wrapped up, warm and happy. And Carnation Good Start helps keep her feeling that way. Good Start's the only routine formula whose proteins are broken down into smaller pieces to be easy to digest in baby's tummy. They're called comfort proteins, and only Good Start has them. Think of it as comfort food for the two of you. Carnation Good Start from Nestle.
To protect an abused child.
No!
Would you risk going to prison?
She kidnapped that boy. He would have died.
An all-new Family Law, CBS tonight.
This Andy-Denise union. Senseless. Worse, it's... yeah.
Well, we always hope that our children's wedding day is going to be the happiest day of all of our lives. Now to see Andy, who's already had one marriage not work out, and to see him in an arrangement like this with Denise, it's not what you'd wish on either one of those kids.
Well, at least your hands are clean.
This isn't a contest. I mean, they need both of us to support him.
I don't think he wants much from his old man about that.
You're a very good father. Your motives are very good.
It's just the results, what ain't quite right.
You know, the thing is, you just get so passionate. And you kind of forget what you're doing, I think. I mean, you can't go around strong-arming people just because you love them. Do you remember the first time that you brought Andy here to the hospital? It was what, 4 or 5 years old or something like that? He was so excited. He was going to go to work with Daddy.
I'm walking in here with a little plastic doctor's bag. He was,
Well, let
he
that
was
thing
so,
go.
so serious.
I know, he was serious, and he got so frightened when he got here. I never did figure out what was it that terrified him so.
I don't know. Well, it could have been anything. He dropped those sugar pills that went all over the...
Oh, I know. He was so tiny. I'll never forget. You just reached down to him. You got right down there. He put his little arms around you, and you swept him up in your arms. You started to whisper to him. And he stopped shaking. And he calmed down. And you held him so tenderly, with so much love. It just took my breath away.
He was shaking like a leaf. Kid.
There have been so many times, usually when I've been angry with you. That moment has come back to me. So real, as if I were right there in the moment. That love has reached out to me over the years. And it's healed me. Of the anger, or the fear, or whatever. John, that's what real love is. It's a healing thing.
I never should have taken this thing to court.
Unfortunately, I'm not the one who needs to hear that.
I wish I could remember what the words were that I whispered in the little 5-year-old kid's ears. Magic words.
No, I don't think the magic words would do it this time. But you still do have the love.
I don't want to lose it.
I know. Listen, you know what you gotta do? You just gotta go to him. Let the wall down. Let him feel that love again.
Yes. Okay, this is it. We're right here. It's just as he described. This is where they switch jackets. Just... Oh, and so atmospheric.
That's exactly where I want to come if I wanted to disappear in the looking glass.
Let's get going. Let's get going.
Okay, we'll fan out. We'll start canvassing.
Fan out? What
Okay,
are you talking
good?
about fanning out? We're not going to fan out. We're here. We know what we're going to do. We're just going to get to work on it. We're going to get some answers to some questions. And I know where I'm going to start. Right over there. At that music vendor.
Music? What?
Hello. How do you do? I wonder... Excuse me, please. Could you take a look at this, please? Have you seen this young man lately? Please look at it. This is my grandson. Okay, we're having a problem with communication. I can deal with that. Look, there's a picture of the boy. There's a boy. If you can tell me anything about this boy, I will buy out your entire stock, all right, of CDs. Now, this is my grandson. He is 19 years old. He's got blonde hair.
You got a bad electromagnetic field.
They're electro off the chart. Now,
Hey, I've seen him. I know that boy. And I know just where to find him.
I don't believe you. I thought I was getting through to you. I said that we're over. What part of that don't you understand? Over.
This is not about us getting back together. I'm not leaving you alone in this crazy city.
Crazy? You're the one that's crazy. If you think that I want your granola bars or you're spying...
Looking out for you is not spying. This can be a dangerous place.
Hello? I thought I told you I don't need your help or any reminders of you.
Well, you won't have to talk to me. You won't even have to see me. I'll keep my distance.
This is so unreal. I feel like I'm in a horror movie. What, you're gonna follow me into the end of the earth? How long are you gonna shadow me? Until I'm 21?
Only until I find someone else that can watch over you. And someone that cares for you as much... almost as much as I do. Think of me as your guardian angel.
I think of you as insulting. Guardian angel, where do you get off? Look, Chris Hughes, I don't need a big brother or a guardian angel or a not-so-superhero. And even if I did, it wouldn't be you. So pack up your surveillance equipment and get out of my life. You're off the case. You're fired. Just leave me alone. I said leave me alone!
mother, son. Woodstock, stock exchange. Flower power, power broker. Tie-dye, coat and tie. What brings them to the table? Honey Nut Checks. A delicious taste, an amazing crunch. Hey, if they can share this family value, what next? Some friendly political conversation? Let's not push it. Honey Nut Checks. Welcome to Generation Checks.
This can't be happening. My family, how will they manage? Men get heart attacks, not women, not me.
It's the #1 killer of women. It's heart disease, and it's now been proven that the same aspirin you take for pain can help stop women from dying if taken during a heart attack. Can your pain reliever do that? Talk to your doctor now.
How you feeling?
I'll be fine.
Bayer, take it for pain, take it for life.
At the heart of every advance in communication is the desire to improve the free flow of ideas. That's why new Papermate Gel Roller has a special Gel Glide ink system in spring-loaded point, making writing uniquely smooth.
Papermate!
Skinny is out. That's why I use Voluminous Mascara by L'Oreal. For voluminous lashes that are 3 times fuller. Voluminous lashes? Why, yes. Voluminous Mascara by L'Oreal. Of course, I'm worth it.
You missed a spot.
Presenting The Day at the Gordons, where racing champion Jeff Gordon and his wife Brooke eat new Fritos chili and scoops. A hearty cup of chili and loads of Fritos corn chips. It's fast, it's filling, it's Fritos. Perfect for people on the go. New Fritos chili and scoops and Sloppy Joe and scoops. Nothing goes faster.
Countdown to Super Tuesday, the most crucial day in the primary season and make or break for the candidates. We'll have complete coverage. Also, global extremes. From a volcano where U.S. troops may have to rescue victims to a mountaintop where scientists find the worst weather in the world. All this week on the CBS Evening News with Dan Rather.
This week, Dave keeps it pumping with Janine Garofalo, Tim Robbins, Melissa Etheridge, Dana Carvey, Bonnie Raitt, and tonight, don't miss Kathy Lee Gifford.
Work out in style, fitness fashions that'll make you look fabulous. Tomorrow on The Early Show.
He's impossible. That overwhelming ego leaves nothing but waste and destruction in his wake. And then when you call him on it, he lays down this smug, self-righteous
There
rap.
is no one in this hospital that would argue that point. John can be impossible. But I tell you, I've had to deal with him a heck of a lot longer than you have.
And I don't know how you've done it.
Well, you recite the Hippocratic Oath. You count to 10, and then you remind yourself of the penalty for murder here in the state of Illinois.
Yeah. And it still might be worth it.
If your anger isn't misdirected.
What's that mean?
That Denise has more to do with this than you're willing to admit.
Bob, I can't stop wondering how Denise could do something like this.
Maybe I can make you understand.
So, you've seen this boy. You've seen this boy in the last day or
I've
so.
seen him. It's kind of hard to forget. He's a good-looking boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, real smart, too.
Lucinda.
Yeah, well, where did he go? Where was he
that
going?
reward for me?
Yes, if you answer my questions.
No, it's not very much.
Lucinda, darling, I'll throw in a nice tip. Good. First, I want the questions answered.
Well, I saw him standing over there by that statue. Said something about switching clothes with another kid. Then he was heading off.
I was heading off, too. Did he say?
Chinatown and then Battery Park. Hey, for an extra 50, I'll take you there myself. There's a lot of creeps around here. Us ladies have got to be careful.
Well, thank you. I really appreciate your concern, but I think I can manage. I'll just grab a taxi.
Yeah, but I know where the kids hang down there.
Well...
Okay? You don't. You won't be able to find him.
Oh, but I will be able to find him, okay? All right. What are we waiting for? What?
Do you remember how tall he was?
No, I don't know. He was sitting down.
Sitting down by the statue? Because I don't see a... Could you show me the bench? I don't see a bench over there.
On a crate, plastic, you know, for milk.
Okay, but, you know, one of the reasons that we're so concerned is, I mean, you saw the birthmark.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, and such a good-looking kid. It's too bad, huh?
My grandson does not have a birthmark on his face.
Yeah? Well, I saw something. I mean...
You stop wasting my time! No! You go your way!
My heavens, the gall of some people. Yes, well, Lucinda, I guess we're not in Oakdale anymore now, are we?
Why do I have to leave? He's the one that should leave. I have to get away from him. Christopher, I told you to stay away! I'm sorry, I thought it was. My life is such a mess.
You okay?
Yeah. Did you hear all that?
Well, it's kind of hard not to.
He's appointed him my guardian angel. How many times do I have to tell him to leave me alone? He's such a jerk.
Maybe. Or maybe not. You know, the way I look at it is that Chris went through a lot of trouble to make sure you're safe here. Looks like true love to me. And from what I saw when you two were kissing, you still care a lot.
Well, even if I do, we can't have anything together, not anymore. I keep seeing images and having doubts clouding in my brain. You know, and after all, I defended him to everyone when all he was doing was telling me lies.
There we go. I know you struggled a great deal with this. But I just want to check one more time. Are you sure about ending this thing? I mean, do you really want Chris gone? Because if you do, I'm going to talk to him and make it happen. But you got to be 100% certain. I mean, do you really want to say goodbye to Chris for good?
Give it to me! You're all Mom!
3 different kids, 3 different opinions about everything. From who gets the remote to what video they watch.
I want to watch this. But this one has Adam in it.
Fortunately, there's one thing they all agree on. Chef Boyardee?
Great!
Kids love Chef Boyardee beef ravioli. It has the taste they crave and it's fun to eat. Moms love that it's real food that's real fast.
Whose turn is it to do the dishes?
Hey, not mine! I did it yesterday!
Give them what they want. Say yes to Chef Boyardee.
At Geico Auto Insurance, we handle your claim quickly, so you don't have to bum a ride to work. Geico, a 15-minute call could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Oh, I didn't want mail.
You don't have to sacrifice service to save money. Geico, a 15-minute call could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
What's cooking, fellas?
Hey, Ernie, just putting big chips in my Chips Deluxe cookies.
Oh, that's nothing. I'm putting big chips and milk chocolate chunks in my Chocolate Lovers Chips Deluxe. Yeah, well, I'm adding walnut pieces to mine.
Peanut butter cups.
Ha! Put that in your cookie and crumble it.
Wow.
Chips Deluxe chocolate chip cookies in 7 deluxe varieties.
Walnuts. Sometimes too many cooks is a good thing.
Sweetie!
New Wizard candles are designed to remove odors in the air for a light, clean fragrance. Wizard scented candles, fragrances that change your world.
Kate Barton is giving up a successful career to care for her father.
The place is a mess.
You live in La La Land, so don't go blaming me for the way Daddy is.
Now she'll discover what matters most. Family. Sherry Stringfield, Clint Black, and Jason Robards.
You're the child I see myself in most.
Going Home. CBS Sunday.
It's this month's Oceanic Kupa'a savings. Here's a new one from Aloha Quality Gasoline.
Fill up 8 gallons or more of gas, show your Coupon card, and get a free 22-ounce fountain drink. Good at any participating Island Mini Mart location. Call AIG Hawaii for an auto or homeowner's insurance quote at 533-AIGH and get a free AT&T 30-minute calling card. At Aloha Airlines, it's a $15 savings on a BAWP4 coupon book or $18 off an Ilima book. March on with Oceanic's Coupon card.
Pets Discount. We know you love your pets, that's why we agree. Pets are like people, they're a part of your family.
Premium choice cat litter in 40-pound bags. 99% dust-free, eliminates odors, changing, and it's environmentally friendly. On sale now for only $9.99.
Pets Discount. Pets Discount. Pets Discount.
Wouldn't life be great if you could teach your old phone some new tricks? Like guarding you from calls you don't want to take. Fetching the important ones you do. Even sniffing out calls you might have missed. All you need are calling services from GTE. Call right now and we'll reward you with a free gift. Good boy. Get calling services from GTE. See how doggone easy life can be. Call 1-888-GTE-GIFT today.
It's party time at GVC Boxes and Packaging. Gift bags and boxes, wrapping paper and ribbons, balloons, stickers, and even piñatas. GVC has everything you need to make your event a real celebration. We also have what it takes to make shipping and packing easy. Do it yourself with boxes in all shapes and sizes and a great selection of packing materials. GVC Boxes and Packaging, the one-stop shop for all your party and packing supplies. Visit one of our convenient locations today.
I've got great friends. In fact, they changed my life. They told me about Heald College. I've always dreamed of working in an office, in a job where I could make a difference. My friends told me that Heald could prepare me for the professional world with the right skills, the right look, and the right attitude. They were right.
Heald College. Call 955-1500.
I want to be the friend who tells you about Heald.
Good afternoon, I'm Angela Keene. A Catholic priest appears in court today accused of sexually assaulting a local teen. All the day's top stories on KGMB 9 News tonight.
For early edition, the address is CBS.
Well, you make it sound so final. For good. How can you care about someone and hate them at the same time?
You know, love's not an exact science. You know, it's easily scrambled.
Oh, scrambled. Oh, that's me. And everybody used to say Abigail has such a good head on her shoulders.
Oh, would you like it when they would say those things to you?
I like better than this, not knowing what I want.
You know, I'm not here to give you a hard time, Abigail. I'm here to help you.
Well, thank you. That's what's crazy, pouring my heart out to someone I've known for like 5 minutes.
Hey, you know what? Nutso situations happen like this sometimes so they can bring people, you know... Actually, you know what? I think it's the indie documentary film we starred in. We're cult figures.
Well, are you really serious about helping me?
In my other life, like, everyone always does everything for me. And, you know, this kind of thing builds character.
What, your place you grew up with gardens full of peacocks?
Yeah, there. I mean, this dynamic we have going, it's kind of refreshing. I mean, I don't know that I've ever been needed before.
Well, for a guy who's not used to it, you're pretty good at it.
So, do you want this great friend to take care of Chris for you?
I just can't live like this. Knowing that he'll be so close to me all the time, and that we can't be together.
You know what? I'll handle Chris for you. Okay?
Is Abigail okay?
She will be. After we talk.
I want to...
What I came here to say was what I didn't get a chance to say last night in all that confusion. I'm sorry. I was hoping that maybe you had the chance to calm down a little bit. Hey, Ben, I couldn't stand it if you hated me.
I don't hate you, Denise.
Yeah, but I know that you're probably still real mad. But look, I want to make this up to you. I will do anything to show you how much you mean to me. I want to earn your love and trust back. And Andy said that he's okay with all this.
Oh, we have Andy's permission. That's terrific.
Man, that's not
so
what
wait,
I meant.
Tell me, how's this supposed to work? What, I sneak around the back door while you greet the town as Mrs. Andy Dixon?
I don't care what people think about me. As long as the courts let me keep hope.
Denise, I don't see this happening.
Come on, honey, I'm talking about a compromise.
Yeah, well, we had been talking about a wedding.
No, you were postponing the wedding when I needed to hold on to my child. Look, Ben, I want us to stay close to each other any way that we can. I know we can, and this marriage to Andy is not going to last forever. I mean, you'd been saying yourself that we needed to wait. Please, if you love me, we can do
I never
this.
stopped loving you, Denise. When I asked you to marry me, I started writing vows. Vows that I meant from my soul. About what we had together. About how our relationship lived and breathed. How we were going to nurture and cherish and protect it forever. I wanted to stand up with you by my side before all of our friends and family, before God, and let them all be a witness of how much I love you.
You can still say those vows, Ben. All I'm asking is just please give me
Denise,
this time.
Look, I know what you want, but I'm sorry. I can't give it to you.
Please, please, Ben, would you please forgive me, please?
I don't think that we should see each other anymore, Mrs. Dixon.
What? Look, Ben, if you need more time, then honey, please, then take all the time you need. I know this is still kind of fresh to you. Look, Ben, please, come on, look at me. I know, come on, I'm still the same woman you say you loved. So it's just over. Okay. You know, I never wanted any of this to happen.
This is good.
Oh, you don't like the peas. Okay. I know, I don't like them either. But you eat the pudding like a champ, don't you? Oh, sweetheart. Where's my wipes? Where's my wipes? Whatever. Oh, I know. You don't like to be clean either? Yeah. Well, you know what? Sweetheart, when you're a little older, I'm going to take you out in a rainstorm, and we'll jump in the puddles. Yeah, we will. And your mommy's going to want to put on your boots, but don't worry about it. I'll sneak them right off you. How's that sound? I better check and see who that is. Come here, Tom. Come here, Tom. Come here, sweetie. You can take that. Girl. Good girl.
A big mistake. I come bearing gifts. And a very large admission. And that is that I was wrong.
New from Disney.
Goodbye, my little college man.
It's an extremely goofy movie.
Looks like you and me are gonna be classmates.
Join Goofy and Max as they discover
Rise and shine, school's awake.
family comes first.
Two goofs are better than one.
Even if your dad is goofy.
Dad, you're scaring people.
Disney's all-new and extremely goofy movie. Now on video and Disney DVD.
Here you go.
Thanks.
Everyone loves Wendy's chicken nuggets.
Chicken nuggets, please.
Didn't I just see you?
They're all white meat.
Nuggets, please.
That was quick.
And just 99 cents.
Chicken nuggets, please.
They had me going for a minute.
A small price to pay for great chicken.
Oh, hello. Did you know there are 168 hard-to-reach and, yes, hard-to-clean surfaces in your mouth? Ordinary brushes can't clean all of them like our Reach Plaque Sweeper. It's designed to clean the hardest-to-reach places, even way back here, thanks to Reach's angled neck and bristles. So even if you can't see all those spanking clean surfaces, your dentist certainly will. Reach, we wrote the book on clean teeth.
They are the weekend warriors. They play for pride and some lasagna from Hamburger Helper. Delicious cheese and a rich, hearty tomato sauce your family will love. Who's the MVP now? Hamburger Helper from Betty Crocker. What a great idea.
You get 1 minute every morning. 1 minute to start the day off right. It's a minute to wake up the person inside you that still swings for the fences. Minute Maid Premium Orange Juice. It's the ripest minute of the morning. A minute that's made to squeeze the day.
Listen, I don't know who you are or what you want, but I gotta get back there and see if Abigail's okay.
She'll be okay. As soon as you take off.
I'm just supposed to accept your word on that? I don't think so.
Now sit back down and listen to what I have to say.
I'm supposed to listen to some street punk?
Are you Chris Hughes? As in like Tom and Margot Hughes? As in the Hughes of Oakdale?
Who told you that name? Abigail? Or are you running some kind of scam?
No, careful who you disrespect. You're talking to family.
Well, you're not my family.
I'm Bryant Montgomery, nephew of Margot Montgomery Hughes, your sister-in-law.
Get out of here.
It's true. My father is Margot's half-brother.
You're Lucinda Walsh's grandson? What are you doing here? What are you doing dressed like that? What, does Abigail know?
That's not important, okay? Abigail is. And I heard what you said about leaving Abigail alone if someone was to take care of her here. You're looking at him.
Oh, yeah. And how am I supposed to know that you can do that?
Because I have a lot of money at my disposal. And if we get into a lot of trouble, I'll use it.
Look, there may be some bloodlines here, if you're on the level. But I don't even know you.
No, do it for Abigail. She's hurting. And you're hanging around here is only making it worse for her. But right now, I can help her in ways that you can't.
What do you mean by that?
If you don't take off, she will. She has me right now in a safe place to stay. You want her to end up in a worse place with no one?
No.
All right. Are you here for Abigail? Or are you doing this for yourself?
All right. I'll leave. For Abigail. But if I find out that anything happens to her, you're gonna pay.
Something did happen to her. That's why she ran here in the first place.
So you didn't like the advice you got from the last guy in the blue dress?
Oh, dear. Yeah, it's a funny thing, too. I'm lucky, but every time somebody tells me lies, you know, I get a kind of kink in my neck, and there's been so many tall stories here. The things that people will do and say for a buck.
Oh, hey, you want me to throw my 2 cents worth in, or you want to follow that last lead where Bryant is supposedly feeding fish to the seals at the zoo?
Oh, I wish we could go to the zoo. But what's your brilliant plan?
Well, for one, I'll be walking around with a handful of money waiting for every hustler from here to the East River. 2, those limousines for the feet, they ain't exactly cutting in the hood.
Huh?
Huh? You don't fit in. You
my
don't fit
boots.
in. No.
I don't fit in? Why would I want to fit in?
Well, if you want to find Bryant, take a stab at it. You know, I think it's time for the uptown girl to get a downtown makeover.
I made a very big mistake. A big mistake about this whole thing, and I'm just hoping that you and Denise can somehow find a way to forgive me. And I don't expect that to happen right away, overnight. Be very patient about the whole thing. would still like to be a part of my granddaughter's life, Andrew.
Hope is happy, and she's healthy, and she's safe.
I went overboard on this, Andrew. I realize that. I went way overboard. I've got to learn to pull back, to, just stop that. But I was very concerned. I did it out of love. I did it out of... I'm afraid of losing you. I would do anything in the world, Andrew, not to have that happen.
You should have thought of that before.
What are you doing here? Get out of my house.
You may look strong on the outside, but inside your teeth, there could be trouble. That's where you need Trident Advantage. A new kind of gum from Trident. As you chew, Trident Advantage with Recaldent goes to the weak spots inside your teeth, replenishing calcium, making your teeth stronger. From the inside out. Trident Advantage. The advantage of stronger teeth.
Burger King introduces the Bacon Cheddar Whopper. Crispy bacon and melted cheddar cheese with the great flame-broiled taste of a Whopper.
We have re-entry in T-minus 10, 9.
The Bacon Cheddar Whopper. Available on Earth for a limited time, so grab one today.
You look awful. Sinus pressure, huh? You know how Advil handles your tough pain fast? Well, Advil Cold and Sinus handles tough sinus pain fast. This is in this, plus a decongestant. That's why they call it Advil Cold and Sinus.
On the move or just hanging around? Chap lips hurt. Ouch! Give me my chapstick. Chapstick lip moisturizer with vitamin E and aloe. It does more than protect, it helps heal too. For protection that helps heal, stick with chapstick.
I'm in a payphone. I'm not from here. I took my shopping bags when I turned around to grab the purse. The cab was gone. No, I didn't. I'm very calm, sir. I just left my wallet with $1,000 in the cab. It's all my cash. I have nothing. Excuse me? No, I didn't get the driver's name. You don't understand. I'm on vacation. Everything is in that cab.
Now it's just right, babe. Right as it can be.
Frank's Red Hot, just the right blend of heat and spice for a whole lot of flavor.
It's just so right, babe.
Frank's Red Hot, tasting just right.
I come in peace.
Well, I guess if you say so, then I guess it's gospel, right?
I want to apologize.
Why don't you save it for somebody who cares? Nobody in this apartment does, so maybe you should just go.
I'm trying to say I'm sorry.
Oh, what? Sorry that you didn't get a chance to call me a whore at the hearing? There's no way I'm gonna let you anywhere near my baby.
You have nothing to fear from me, Denise. You two are married, and I accept that, and I will honor this marriage.
Oh, wow. Enlightenment. I am so impressed. Now get out! What is you and this horse that you rode in on?
What's the matter? Don't you hear what she's saying?
If there's anything you need...
You would be the last person on earth we'd call. Who does he think he is?
I don't think you want to hear this right now, but I think he really meant what he said. I mean, no, I'm not saying that I should forgive and forget here, but he's like genuinely sorry for what he did.
Andy, I don't care what your father feels, wants, or needs.
Things didn't go well with Ben.
It's not worth talking about right now, Andy. I need to be alone.
Sure.
Right, so I'm gonna go in.
All right, I'll conk on the couch.
All right, well then let me get you some sheets out of the linen closet.
No, it's okay. No. Don't treat me like I'm a guest. I'll do it. What? Do you mind if I zip into the bathroom before you?
No. Go ahead and make yourself.
I'm gonna find a place to keep my stuff tomorrow. So, good night, Denise.
Night.
How'd it go with Chris?
He's gone. You don't have to worry about him skulking around every corner now.
That's a relief.
So, you can stop packing?
This is for you. You want to relocate, right, to Tribeca or wherever? Thanks for sticking around just to keep me company.
Hey, you know, word on the street is that Tribeca's way too trendy and civilized.
Glad to hear it. I wasn't looking forward to being alone.
Now, Lucinda, you want to find Bryant? Lou.
Lucinda! I'm coming! I'm caught! I'm fitting in! I'm fitting in with the trees!
Do you want to find your grandson?
I'm fitting in with every... Oh.
You look very... good.
You shut up. I blend.
Yeah, you blend. That's right, you fit in. I don't think so. Woodstock's over.
Another strong argument for the new steel. Feel the strength.
Do you want your parties to be really special? Try Rocher, the European speciality your guests will adore. Smooth chocolate, crunchy hazelnut, a luxurious taste sensation. It's more of a party with Rocher.
Hop to it, full-figured gals. Get the biggest news in bras since the 40s. 18 hours comfort underband, designed to stay put, stay comfy, no matter how you jump or jive. 18 hours comfort underband. Is that a Playtex under there?
Put wings on an ordinary pad, and it's still an ordinary pad.
Put wings on Stay Free's 4-wall maxi,
And you've got superior protection.
only Stay Free has 4-wall protection and wings.
Superior protection against leaks.
Honey, this is simple. He cleans, we clean better. Better because on tough bathroom scum, woo, this is bad. The power of Pine Sol delivers a knockout. And Pine Sol disinfects and deodorizes. Now, who are you gonna trust? The power of Pine Sol or Mr. You-Know-Who over there? The power of Pine Sol, the smell of clean.
Skiing sure made me hungry. What's for lunch?
Clam chowder.
Condensed soup? We're adults now. There's a better tasting soup. Progresso clam chowder. It's got more chunks of clams and hearty potatoes. And it's creamier. See the difference?
You're right, this is better.
I told you. So, you ready to hit the slopes?
Ready to go.
Maybe now you're ready to get off the bunny hill?
It's time to go to the better taste of Progresso. CBS Monday just got hotter when the King of Queens hits Atlantic City.
3 nickels. Maybe I'll go see a show.
Then Love is the biggest gamble of all in Grapevine.
Just some friends of mine.
See why critics are calling it the smartest sitcom since Friends.
You never called. Was I supposed to call you?
Busted. Plus, Everybody Loves Raymond and Becker. CBS tonight.
Tuesday on 60 Minutes 2. What would you call a building with tons of asbestos, toxic waste, and leaking raw sewage? The Pentagon. The story Tuesday at 9, 8 Central.
If you've watched her story,
You've heard her lies.
I will never say that I kill the man I love.
Now, what Carmen has set in motion...
Why did you shoot Ben? Why did you set up my wife?
...is about to backfire.
Are you asking me to put a hit out on your own mother?
And what happens next...
I want her to pay.
...is everything on Guiding Light.
There was some pushing and...
Need